Hey guys, Kev here, and I have a flashlight to show you. This is the EDC 33 from Nitecore. So they sent me this to check out. I actually reached out to them trying to check out the EDC 27, which looks very cool. It's kind of an Arkfeld looking, flat style light, but they did not have a campaign or whatever going on for that. But they did offer to send me this one. And I was like, all right, I'll check it out. So this has what they're calling lumen shield, which is, interesting. It's called the EDC 33. So I take that as this is meant to be an EDC light. But then everything in their marketing is tactical about this. So it's a little confusing on what they're going for there. Nonetheless, it's very, very cool. I just wanted to point that out. It's a little odd that it's all EDC, whatever, but then they're talking about, like being in battle and having, whatever. So, yeah. It has lumen shield, and it's a very cool flashlight. So the unique thing about this flashlight is it has two essential modes. And you're going to see in the test footage at the end. So I always put in a thing at the beginning of the video telling you when the test footage starts. So if you want to skip to that and then come back, you could do that. Or just skip to that or play this on 2x, whatever you want to do. Feel free to do that. I've had this for a couple weeks. I used it, tested it, and I just haven't had a chance to do the review. So bear with me. I may need to look up the instructions at some point. Just because I can't remember every light that I touch, but I did carry and use this for a few days before doing the testing. It has this lanyard attached to it with a little carabiner on it, which is, interesting. Not something I really would use on my light, but, it comes in handy trying to get it out of your pocket or whatever. Has a decent pocket clip. I did use that, and it worked fine. This is about as big as I would go on a flashlight in the pocket. I personally wouldn't carry this. I would keep this in a car or something like that. But, like to carry it, to go test it and stuff, it was fine. It wasn't a problem at all. It has a cool lock feature that I like, but always lock myself out. Instead of having a press and hold or tap 6 times for lock, they just have a switch. So when this is on, nothing works. Very, very cool. Right here is your charging port, USB-C. So you just turn it like that, and then it tells you, hey, to charge it, do this, and then you could charge it. Very, very cool system. I like that quite a bit. Not sure how water resistant that would be. Water resistant, sorry, I'm from Pennsylvania. Just because I feel like you probably could get some water in there. With that, I didn't test it, and I don't necessarily dunk my lights in water, so it doesn't matter to me, but some people might care. They have a little battery indicator right here, which is pretty cool. You get, looks like 4 little dots. That one's probably for charging. We can check that real quick. Grab my rolling square cable here. You can always check out rollingsquare.com. Use my code LeftyEDC20 for 20% off. These come with little adapters, so you actually get this set up. It's all aluminum, so it's very durable. These, go on and off, no problem. And this one has micro USB and lightning, and then USB-C, and the other end is a USB-A that pops off and USB-C. So it's very, very versatile. I like that. So you just plug that guy in, take a look over here, and looks like we have 4 indicator lights. Sorry, that one looked a little different. This one's blinking over here. I guess that's telling us that 4th one is charging up, and it may change color once it's fully charged. I'm not sure exactly. I don't know why this isn't staying on. I've never had an issue with that before, but maybe I bent this out. Oops, went a little far. Let's try that. Let's see how that does. Yeah, I went a little far, but I think I got it. So anyway, that's how it goes. Charging. There we go. Back on. Anyway. Then I guess I could show you how the light works, but we do have some grip here, knurling. We have this sort of nut going on here. It feels good in the hand. It's got some good grip. I mean, it's very clicky. I'm purposely not turning it on because I don't want to blind everything, and you'll see why. This switch is really nice. It reminds me of a McClicky switch, which is, you know, like so. But on a McClicky switch, you select, then click, cycle, and click. On this, it's a reverse clicky. Well, it's kind of a combo, actually, but you click down to turn on, and then you tap to cycle. So pretty sure this would be a reverse clicky, but it might be an E switch of some sort. If that's, you know, you guys let me know in the comments if you're experts on this stuff. But let's turn that off. And then to turn it on, you just click. Right? So I'm just going to click. Look, give us the battery. There, I didn't click hard enough. So full click like that. We'll turn it on. And you can see the low mode there. Now let me just show you. And I'm going to zoom in because this is really cool. I thought something was on there. That's not what that is. So there's actually 9 LEDs in there. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then one bigger one in the middle, okay? So you get 4 on each side and then 1 in the center, so 9 total LEDs. You get a crazy looking reflector. Just wild. It has this cutout right here, which might be a sensor. I'm not positive. We'll look that up. I'm trying to remember if it had a sensor function, but we'll see in a second. But look at that. It's just wild. Crazy, right? See if I can turn it on and see if it's not too bright to look at. Yeah, you can't get a great look at it there. But let me zoom back out. So, hard to tell, but it's just that center LED that turns on. When you do that, just that center one's turning on, I believe. So turn it on. And this is where you're going to get a very throwy light. Okay. So it cycles up like so. And you can see it starts off sort of low. Gets really hot spotty on that second. I mean, look at that. It's like the sun right there. Even better there. And obviously my beam testing outside you're going to see is going to show it a lot better. But obviously very hot spotty. You got a good amount of spill though, right? And then once you get to this like higher modes, it seems like that spill really bleeds out. And it's just a really versatile light. It kind of reminds me of how my Gizmo Haiku operates. It's got hot spot, but it spills out a little bit. It's just a really good light to use. And then we're back to low. So you can see how it kind of like, that last mode or two, it seems like really changes. And I think maybe some of those LEDs kick in. Where on the first mode, it's definitely, I think, just that one LED. And then here, I think that LED is just a little brighter. Let's check that again. So here we have almost no spill. You know, you have the hot spot, and then you have the spill here. And I don't know what this is called. Is this what people call the corona? And that gets bigger and brighter as we go. It's just wild, right? But that's not all, folks. At any time, you can use Lumen Shield. And Lumen Shield basically lets you use those 8 other LEDs all at once. So what happens is you turn it on and then you press like halfway and you get hit with just a monster hit of light. I mean, that's literally Lumen Shield, right? So it's supposed to build a wall of light in front of you for self-defense purposes or to stop. What they talk about in their marketing is it can distract enemy like snipers, basically. People who are trying to target you. If you throw this up, it'll basically blind a whole area around you, so it'll make you harder to find, right? Or target, so to speak. But not only can you do that, you can then go full-on lumen shield by clicking down fully. So you have this little tap, half press, to, and this might, you guys be careful here if you have any epilepsy issues. You probably shouldn't be watching this anyway, but check this out. And I'm going to close my eyes because I'm going to get hit. That's the lumen shield on low. Let's see if I can get enough pressure to do the high. This thing's cooking. There it is. Oh my God. Sheesh. I'm just going to close my eyes. Holy cow. Oh my God. Even with my eyelids shut, it was like I was on the sun. And when I put it on high, I could feel heat in my face. That was incredible. So I'm going to show you all this in the test footage. You're going to see me walk around. You're going to see me come up on you with it and do the lumen shield. I think it's cool. The only downsides I've found with it are you can do this on accident a lot. So you have to learn that you have to give it a full push to get on just regular cycle, right? And then you got to give it that sort of pressure. It takes a second to kick in. It's not like instant. See how this is changing modes? But then if I hold that, I switch over to lumen shield. And you can see how the color temperature changes. So that inner LED, I believe, is a warmer light. It's probably closer to 5,000 K. But then when you go to lumen shield, you're hitting maybe 6,500 or something like that. I could be way off, but that's what it seems like. It's just really unique what you can do with this. So it kind of creates a situation where somebody who doesn't want to spend a ton of money on different flashlights, you have some good functionality here. You can just have this to walk around or whatever. And then in a pinch, you have a ton of lumens to look for something or defend yourself or whatever. So to me, this was unique and cool, and I was very interested in how it worked and everything. I love the lock on it. Love how it charges up here. It does get quite warm because, well, I mean, you're blasting there. Now, we could test it and see if there is a proximity on it. Let's just see. Yep. You can see how it's gonna, see how it jumps? Whoa, that is almost too hot to even put my hand up to, but you can see it cuts down and then cuts back up. So that's a little interesting because you wouldn't want to, whoa, what the heck was that? I don't know if that was the, I can see it doing it. I just don't know if it does it on lumen shield. No, it does not. Oh, I think it just stepped down though. I think that was just a power or heat thing. So my theory is that the proximity sensor does not function on lumen shield, which is, I was hoping was the case, because if you're going to use this for self-defense, you don't want somebody to come up to you and just go like this and then it cuts out. So I think that was just because I had it, it's really hot. So I think it was just cutting down because it wasn't happening on lumen shield. It was only happening on when I switched to high here. See that? So that's my theory on that. It's a little finicky with all the presses you have to do because it's all on one switch, but it's actually quite impressive how much they have on one switch, right? You have that full press to go to regular light mode, and then you do reverse clicky taps. And then you have that sort of long half press, so to speak, for lumen shield low, and then full click, hold down for lumen shield high. You cannot have lumen shield on. It's all momentary with lumen shield. You can have the regular light on without having to hold down, but otherwise it's all momentary. So let's just check and see if I missed anything, and then I'm going to get you guys out of here. That's the wrong box. Do I not have the box? Actually, now that I think of it, I don't think it came in a box. I think it came because it was like a sample that hadn't released yet, maybe. But I'm pretty sure I had instrucciones for it. Probably just set them aside somewhere, and now, you know, who knows where they ended up. So, yeah. Okay, sorry. So I don't have the instructions, but I did read the... Oh, that's right. Yes, it did not come with instructions or anything because it was a sample. So they emailed me the instructions, and that's where I got all the information I got. So, you know, we can pull it up here. Let me see if I can find it because I don't want to leave you guys without product, brief, and user manual. There we go. Where are you? Where are you? That's right. Asked for one. Come on. Okay, here's some information. So, 4,000 lumens on lumen shield. That's right. 4,000 lumens. That's incredible. 450 meter spear mode. So when you're on that normal high, 450 meters, and you'll see in my testing, it is very, very good. I don't know about 450 meters, but it's pretty dang good. Powered by 9-core Night Lab UH High 20 Max LEDs. You see that UH High or UHI LED inside. They have the rapid lock, which I do like. You just have to get used to it. And 4,000 mAh high capacity 18650, which you can't really get to, but it is pretty cool. So there's some information for you. You can always look it up. I will link it down below if you want to pick one of these up. And yeah, very, very cool. Appreciate you guys checking this out. I'm going to switch over to the test footage. Let me know what you think down in the comments. And hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. And I will catch you later. Kev here, and I am testing some lights again. I have the Nitecore EDC 33, and this thing I'm pretty excited to check out because it has lumen shield. So this thing apparently can throw a beam. I don't know what they said, 100 meters or 400 meters or something. And it can also put up a instant lumen wall for like self-defense purposes. So it's a little funny they call it the EDC 33, and then they talk about a lot of tactical stuff in their marketing, which is just funny. But yeah, let's check this thing out. So it has some simple modes. So I'm just going to click it on. Oh, I think I have sorry, I have the lock on. It has a lock. So this is the regular mode. I think we're on high here, so let me just click down. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna put my other hand in my pocket. Man, I'm freezing right now. Sorry, guys. So you can see that hotspot right there, right? So this is the throwy style of light. I'm gonna turn it this way where we can see that goal out there. And that's kind of a good indicator for me. Can't see it at all. The light, I should say, is not illuminating it anymore, right? So let's click it up a notch. And now we can see that goal pretty well. I can anyway. If I get it right in the hot spot, it's really, really good. over here to this goal. Those trees, you can see them illuminating. I can't really, maybe a little bit bouncing off. But yeah, so let's kick it out one more. And there is, I guess, high. And yeah, we get that goal nice and pretty there. I can start to see the trees over here pretty well, honestly. If somebody was like hanging out over there or a deer was there, I would easily spot them. There's benches right there, so yeah, that's really good. And then, oh, there's even a higher version of this. And this has got, interesting, it's got the throw, pretty much the same as that high mode, right? Let's see, high. Yeah, not much of a difference in terms of throw, but you get a ton of spill out of that. I mean, watch the jump from this to that, right? You see all that throw? And that's what they have the ability to do with all those LEDs in there. This is a really good mode right here. I mean, this is blowing up my spot, and I get a little bit of, some throw as well. This is really nice. So let's look at this, this little playground right here. Doesn't do much. Definitely does a great job right there, but more centralized, right? More centralized. This is really good. Can see that playground pretty much fully. If I aim it in the middle, I'm good to go. And then we have one more that just blows it up. Really, really nice. Yeah, this is a nice flashlight. And then it has lumen shield. So at any point you can just mash, okay? And you get this. You get lumen shield. Now I think that was even a low lumen shield. You can then crank that up. Look at that. So I'm gonna use my other hand where I can get a better grip. So just put a little pressure on the switch, right? If you tap, you're just cycling these. So if you tap, just hold down a little bit, you get this, which is really nice, gets hot quick. And then you hold it down and you get that lumen shield, where it's just like a wall of lumens. I think it's gonna be best to show you. So what I'm gonna do is walk out, do my usual, where I just kind of cycle through, and then I'll come back and hit you guys with the first lumen shield, and then I'll crack it on you with the full-on lumen shield. Hopefully that all made sense. Let's go. So here's low. So this is a little bit of depression on the lumen shield and then full on. So 1, 2. And then you cycle through on these. I mean, that's freaking cool, man. Yeah, that's wild. Very cool flashlight. I love that they did all that on here. And then you have a lock if you want to just make sure you don't accidentally lumen shield yourself. But you'll see in the review all those LEDs in there. Very cool, and I'm sure for the price, you know, it's not going to be super expensive or anything. Really still makes me want to try the EDC 27. I might have to just pick one up at this point, but there you go, guys. Thanks for checking it out. Links are down below. Thanks to Nitecore for letting me check this out. Yeah, love you guys. Hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will catch you later.